While working with data, sometimes there is a need to represent the data in a single row. If the data is in a single column, you can copy and transpose while pasting it using paste special. If you're using Microsoft 365, you can even use the transpose function. However, when the data is not in a single column and it is in a table structure instead, then the transpose function doesn't help. In such cases, you can use TOROW. Let's take a look. We have data on number of visitors in a store for a month. To display the data in a single row, we can use the TOROW function. Let's begin by writing TOROW. The first parameter is called array. Here, we will provide the entire data, including the blanks, A2 to G6. Close the bracket, and we get the entire data in a single row. The blanks are shown as 0, and the data is displayed row-wise. Once the contents of the first row are over, the contents of second row are displayed. If you scroll right, you will see the contents of the last row and a 0 for the blank value. Now let's try and get rid of these zeros that are shown for the blank values. If we go back to the function and look at the second parameter ignore, we can provide 4 values. By default, it displays all values, and therefore for blank cells, it displays 0. Now we will provide 1 to ignore the blank cells. The other two options are also easy to understand. Now if you see, we still have the data row-wise, but blank values are not displayed. The first value is 170 compared to the 3 zeros that were displayed earlier. And as we scroll to the right, the last value is 138, and the zeros at the end are no longer there. So this is how you can remove the zeros displayed for the blank values. Now let's see how do we display the data column-wise instead of row-wise. To do that, we will use the last parameter scan by column, which is also an optional parameter. Let's edit the formula. The parameter takes two values, true or false. If you select true, the value is displayed column-wise, and if you select false, it is displayed row by row. If you don't select any value, the default is false. Let's provide true to scan the data column-wise. Close the bracket. And now if you see, the values are 179, 163, 173, 154, which are the values in the first column, followed by 150, 156, and so on from the second column. As the value of the second parameter is set to 1 or ignore blank values, we don't see a 0 in place of cells with blank values. So this is how the TOROW function works. There is a similar function called TOCOL that displays the values in columns. I will add the link for that in the description in case you want to use that. If you'd like to know more about the latest Excel functions, then please subscribe to our channel so that you can find the latest content in Excel easily. Thanks for watching.